Hello, we're live. Welcome to the Laws of Life Network. I'm Sunny Arpa, the founder of Feel Great Meditate, and your host for today. I am interviewing two amazing rock stars on the planet, Diana Davis, the founder of Movies Making a Difference, who's making motion pictures to display social injustices that's happening right here in the United States. And one of her actors in her motion picture, Cult Cartel, Donnie Most. Welcome, Diana and Donnie Most. How are you?
Well, thank you, Sonny. I'm good. Thanks for
Thank
having us.
you so much,
Um,
Sunny. Yes, it's great to be here.
oh, so good to be here. And Diana, tell everybody about your amazing event that Blanca and I got to do the red carpet events. Tell everybody about this movie, Cult Cartel, and your movie premiere.
Well, our first premiere, our first movie, Cathedral Canyon, we won Audience Choice for Best Feature Film at the Palm Beach International Film Festival. And people just came out saying, what can we do to help? So that's when I turned it into a nonprofit and had all the proceeds from the movie go back to aid the actual survivors. I couldn't just turn around and say, well, I raised some awareness, but you're all on your own now. And through that, I met so many of these incredible, courageous survivors that we thought it would be an incredible idea to try to tell a story from their voice, but have it be a fiction based on true events. So young Barlow, who was here at the event, it's really based on, as he says, his story, but it's one of thousands of boys' stories. They're all so similar. And so I asked Donnie if he would please come and be actually the star of the movie and make the journey out to Colorado City where it was filmed. And we were so fortunate that he said yes.
Amazing. And how did it make you feel? I heard you guys were friends, Donnie, that she was like, hey, would you want to act in this film? And it's displaying, social injustices. Were you like super excited to make people aware?
Yes, I mean, actually, I had not met Diana until all this started. We had a mutual, my wife's cousin is friends with Diana, and I think she was the one that might have mentioned me to Diana as a possibility, and Diana loved the idea. That's when Diana and I started to communicate, and I I said I'm very interested, obviously, in what you're telling me in terms of the cause and what it was all about. Let me see a script because before I'm going to act in anything, as Shakespeare says, the play is the thing, and I had to read the script. And I have to be honest, I was pleasantly surprised because I didn't know what to expect, and the script was rather good, and I was pleasantly not a likable character by any means, but I love playing all different kinds of roles. To me, that's what acting is, so I
Yes.
was very eager to take this on, and I had a wonderful experience doing it.
Nice. And so everybody knows you, Donnie Most, from Happy Days. Back in the day, great show. All of us watched it, I'm sure. I know I did. It was definitely a show I watched when I was young and with the Fonz and all that. It was a great, happy show. And so, yes, this character is definitely different. Do you want to explain to the audience, who you were in the movie?
Oh, wow, it's hard to explain in a short period of time, but one of the fundamentalists, the Latter Day Saints, but the fundamentalists who still believed in polygamy, and these men would have 4 or 5 wives, some of them as young as 14 years old, and and all the child labor that was going on, and this is all based on events that really happened, and we actually shot in the location of the town where a lot of these people lived, in the homes of some of them. So it was amazing to, and then to meet some of the people that lived through this and the victims. So I play one of those guys, one of those polygamists, and he's a particularly despicable guy. if I must say.
It's particularly, yeah, I think your phone, you might be holding the phone by the speaker. So make sure you're not blocking the speaker.
Oh, okay. Is that
Yeah.
better?
Yes.
Yes, you
Sorry.
capable character, one of the polygamists, and he wasn't a good guy.
No,
So yeah.
and it was. I have to say, at the premiere, it was hard watching. I mean, because it's such an intense subject, and the performances, all the actors did so well, did great, and as I said, the script was so strong. It was not easy, especially and watching myself in this role. You know, one thing when I dive into something, when I'm going to play a character, and I do research and I do all kinds of things to get into the character, and that was all well and good. But then seeing it, in the film when it was all put together, it was hard for me to watch myself, because I'm such a bad guy. And but that's what needed to be shown. That was in service of the story, and it was important for that to come across. And otherwise, the story wouldn't have been as accurate and truthful. So it was tough. But I think a lot of people need to see this film and open up your eyes. I wasn't aware. You hear about things in the news or whatever, but until you see the story unfold in this manner, you don't really have a grasp of what was going on and what is still going on. So it's very important.
Right. A lot of people are very unaware. I was at the Pola magazine launch that Movies Making a Difference got to be part of. And Pola, it's so hard to say Pola. She is beautiful magazine publisher that Diana got to put something in her magazine to advertise the event. And then next, Diana got to have one of her girls she rescued be in it. Diana, why don't you tell us about how Polo helped one of your girls that you picked up and rescued and gave a fresh start to?
Well, Donnie might remember one of his character had in Soraya, and she is just such a beautiful girl. She's in the kitchen scene with you, and absolutely lovely, and really stuck out in Colorado City with no chances to explore the world, pursue any of her dreams. And so we try to take everyone as an individual and think, what are their strengths and what can we do? And she's spectacularly beautiful. So as I was talking to Pola, I showed her a picture that I took of Soraya out in Colorado City in the middle of this desert. And there's this beautiful girl. I said, is there any chance we could do anything that you could think of for her in terms of modeling? She said, I have a modeling shoot with Louis Vuitton in 2 days. Can we get her here? Flew her out here. She went to the shoot. She'd never worn makeup before. And she was actually the star of it. There were, 5 or 6 other girls, and she was such a natural. And so she is in almost every page of the shoot. And because she did so well, when they had the launch party at the Colony Hotel, they asked if I could bring her back. And it was beautiful. When she arrived on stage, she'd never worn high heels before. She didn't even own mascara. And she just owned that stage. And now Elite Models in Miami is interested in her. So we're getting her back. It's just a fairy tale story.
It's so great. That's fabulous.
So amazing. And Diana, tell the audience now, you've rescued personally, like what, 150? You gave up counting after 200 boys, girls, teenagers. How many have you been rescuing? How long has this been going on that you've been helping them? Can you hear me, Diana?
Whatever
She's
situation
frozen.
they're in.
There she is.
So they're.
I think you were frozen.
I was frozen. We rescued them. Sure, we rescued them from the situation that they happen to be in. Not some of them call after either they've already escaped themselves or they've been thrown out, as it shows in the movie. So they could be with sex traffickers once they get out, and I'll rescue them from there. They could just be trapped in a motel room with nothing, all different circumstances. But yes, over 150 we've aided.
Wow.
I stopped counting last year at 150.
That's fabulous.
Wow. So amazing. And so if somebody's out there watching and they wanted to get involved, Diana, besides of course giving donations that could go towards your safe house, and when you fly in, you know, your help this money is helping to pay for the flights to fly in to rescue these kids and give them a new fresh start. You know, how can people get involved if they wanted to donate to the safe house or to your cause?
Well, we have a donate button on our website, moviesmakingadifference.org. They can purchase for a suggested donation of just $5 or whatever else they feel compelled to do, and download the first movie, Cathedral Canyon. And this is really a sequel called Cartel, but it does stand on its own. So if anyone anywhere in the country, as Eve and I were speaking about earlier, we want to premiere it in different cities. Right now, we have someone in Aspen that would like to premiere it for us, and Las Vegas with Stacy and you would love to. In LA, Jude Tyler, who is Samantha on that '70s show, she's stars as the poor woman that's forced to marry Donnie, and she'd love to do one out there. We have the Hollywood actors that are from LA, along with 28 of the actual survivors that are in the movie. So we would love to do a premiere in LA, New York. So we've got people lined up. So if anyone would like to host a premiere somewhere, that would be wonderful, or even in their own home. So we really need to get the word out. That's why we're making these movies. And with distribution, it's we lose control of the film. People keep saying, can we see it on Netflix? And Netflix would be making all the money, not the money that's needed to give back to continue to aid 150 more of these kids. So that's what we need the most help with, getting this movie out there.
So people could go to Movies Making a Difference Facebook page and follow you. They could go to moviesmakingadifference.org and find out where to donate, right? And then
Yes.
people could say, you know what, I would love to host a movie premiere in my house or local movie theater or somewhere that they could hold a movie and shine it on the projector. And these will all be ways to raise awareness and at the same time continue to raise money so you can continue to rescue these kids and bring them to the safe house, rehab them, put them in school, you know, give them a fresh start. Would that be the three main ways right now? Follow
Yes,
you on
it would.
Facebook. And if they want to get in touch with you, they could just find you at the website on a contact button or on Facebook and leave a message.
Sure. Or Movies Making a Difference at Gmail, my email address, and I will answer anyone. And they can also, if they're interested in signing up for our newsletter and getting alerts if we are going to be in their town, there's a button on the website as well to join the newsletter.
Nice. So let's join the movement. We got to wrap it up. Everybody, grab your cell phones, go to Facebook, follow Movies Making a Difference. Go to their website, moviesmakingadifference.org. Make a donation today. Make sure you watch this video, share it, like, comment. Let's spread the word of this amazing nonprofit and this incredible movie, raising awareness of the social injustice right here in the U.S. Thank you, Diana. Thank you, Don Most, for taking time out. Thank you for joining us, everybody, today.
Oh, thanks, Sunny. Thanks for having me. Thank you.
Thank you, Donnie, for being part of this. You've made such a difference.
Oh, I'm very happy to hear that, and it was my absolute pleasure. Thank you for including me.
Okay, wonderful. Thanks, Sunny, for everything.